we are going to be learning about how important and sacred the bread is for our culture.
Okay.
Of course, Gen Z is no longer following the rules. So, about the bread, whenever we see the bread on the ground, we take it up somewhere so people will not walk on it. We never walk on the bread. So, and also on the table after eating, if we see any
Oh, hi, little one.
crumbles of the bread, we take it all, put it somewhere for the birds. And also on the table, I have to focus, come on! On the table,
Where do you
when
come
we
from?
break the bread,
Oh my goodness.
when we break the bread, we
Here.
break it with 2 hands. Breaking it with one hand, Opacan maşana iltimas ağzını uçurayım da. Ha.
Kitten, over here.
I have difficulty focusing.
What? She took her inside?
Oh my god! Okay, so on the table,
Oh, poor thing.
Sen daha çok
Let her
ses
out.
yaptın.
she's scared.
She's hungry, not scared.
Non bir segen böyle dileken. She says she does not eat bread. I think she eats meat.
She wants some meat.
I was going to offer her some meat, and then she threw her in there.
So, and also on the table, if the
Oh!
if the bread is there, we do not walk around the bread naked. It's very disrespectful towards the bread. Yeah, and if we are sitting around the table with a bread, if we want someone to tell the truth, we ask them to touch the bread and tell the truth. So they say, I'm touching the bread, and all I'm saying is true. So basically like Bible. So yeah. And also when we visit somewhere, we, no matter how full we are, we have to try the bread, because trying the bread in the house means that we are now loyal to the family, because we have eaten from their house, and now we have to remain loyal to them. Yes. And when we visit somewhere, we take bread with ourselves, preferably from our own house, the bread we have prepared ourselves. And when we are a guest somewhere, when we are leaving, they give us bread back to the house. So basically, it's exchanging the bread. Yes, so it's considered a high respect. And when we receive guests, not having a bread on the table is a huge embarrassment in our culture. So bread is always there. And so other examples, when we send the son to the army, the son eats from the corner of the bread, one corner of the bread, and this bread is hung on the wall till he comes back to the house, meaning that symbolically, yeah,
He's coming back.
he's coming back and eating the rest. Of course, he does not, but symbolically, it's like that. And in our culture, it's also believed that the bread is actually powerful enough to protect us from anything bad happening to us. So when we go on a long journey, we take bread with ourselves. And another example is when we have bad dreams, if we put bread under our pillow, we believe that it protects us from bad dreams. Yes, and traditionally, we have some traditional activities we do, specifically from where I come from. When the toddler starts walking, there is a big celebration. Everyone is invited to the party. And so in the room, they lay the white cloth, very new, unused white cloth, and
Come
the
over here, little
mother
one.
and the father
Hey, kitten. Come over here.
walks on
Look what I
the
have for
white
you. Hey. Hey, hey, hey.
fabric, walks on the white
Come over
fabric,
here.
and the aunties, the very close relatives, throw candies and money and flour while the parents walk the baby on the cloth. and they run small bread between the legs of the toddler.
Hmm.
I'm not kidding. And I'm gonna send a video of my niece having this celebration. So this is to, the meaning is, so the baby, the toddler, walks all the time, forever. So the bread is involved into it. Yes. So yeah, bread is very important. I mean, at least uh, I am the last millennial, so I still follow the rules. And so yeah, we are now trying to teach the young generation about it, but we can see instances where the bread is not as respected. Why bread is so special? Because in Central Asia we did have famine, several famines we had, and there were times when we could not find bread. So it was, of course, before I was born, just before I was born actually, when the economy of the USSR was falling. People literally used to stand in queues, long queues, near the shops to get a piece of bread when the economy was really bad. So what else? Yeah, so from province to province, bread differs. The shape differs, the ingredients differ slightly, not much. Yeah. If we make it for the house itself, for the family, we add milk, butter to make it more crispy and crunchy and long lasting. And the ones we buy in the market, they don't have those ingredients. They have only water and dough and, of course, salt and very basic ingredients they have. But the ones we make for the family, they are quite rich and elaborate and very delicious. So this is actually the one prepared for the family. Yeah, so we enjoy the home cooked bread.
I have a question.
Yeah.
For the young people, let's say you live in an apartment, are you expected to bring bread? Do you just go get it in the market, or do you, like, how do you do if you have a small apartment or something? You still
Yeah,
bake the
so
bread in your oven?
yeah, so in no, in the capital city, in
Yeah,
Tashkent,
yeah.
now it's very common nowadays to buy it just from the shop.
Okay.
Yeah, but in other places,
Hmm.
we do have like community specific community bread baking places. So from where I come from, I always used to prepare the dough, have it in separate pieces, and so I have to make it ready and carry it to the bread baking place.
Ah,
So per bread they charge, and we have it baked.
okay. So you're expected to make the dough, and then it can be communally baked
Yeah.
in a facility or a bakery.
Yeah, so
Okay.
every week we have to do it every week. So a family of 5, for example, about 10 up to 15 bread. If yeah, if it's a medium-sized family,
Okay.
and yeah, making the dough, it's a very big thing actually. I mean, it's not easy. It
Yeah.
requires strength and yeah,
Is that
and
the kneading of it?
yeah, and
Yeah.
you have to also know how much of yeast you have to add to it, and how long you have to leave it with the yeast, and yeah, and the bread stamping as well. We have to do it ourselves at the bread baking place.
Hmm.
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
Any other questions you have? I'm sorry, you were saying something. I interrupted you.
No, is this? Do you end up with like a time slot at your?
At the bakery.
Yeah, at the bakery.
For the
No,
oven.
no, no, no. So, yeah, it's a very good question actually. So, before our bread is ready, we have to go to the bread baking place to get the queue for ourselves. Yeah. So, sometimes the queue is very long that the bread goes really bad. And we have to redo it.
Oh, uh-huh.
Yeah.
I have one more question.
Yes?
Is the bread always that shape? Can you? Well, Not
No.
just,
Other than the Bauhaus version.
not just our friend.
Other than
Would you
Bauhaus.
have, could there be something completely different?
No, it's normally it's very round, normally round,
Okay.
but it can be about the how thick the bread is.
thick
okay.
It can be
okay.
very thin where I come from.
Like kind of like this,
Uh,
or thinner.
Thinner than this,
Oh, okay.
much thinner than this,
Okay.
and a bit bigger as well.
Okay.
And from Samarkand,
Mm-hmm.
Samarkand bread is very thick.
I think we saw it, didn't we? Maybe when we
Yes.
were walking down the
Yeah.
sidewalk.
Very
had
thick.
some yesterday.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So
yeah.
in Tashkent, the diameter is smaller and
Mm.
medium thickness, thicker than this.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Samarkand bread diameter is also smaller. So yeah, and now we are actually getting a bit late for the yurt camp.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean at least the salads we have to enjoy.
Okay.
Thank you so much.